Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
You okay, son?
End of first half.
Yeah, Coach, I just... Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
End of the first... Was it the first quarter or first half?
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away?
Damn, man.
I know you're worried about Tommy.
No pressure,
We
right?
all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
No pressure or nothing. Okay.
Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get any. And he fires one that's intercepted.
A nice interception.
Picked off near the 42.
Okay, all right, that's a good start then.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Maybe we can get Carter over the middle,
after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yep, right there.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
Ooh,
and down he goes,
almost.
taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he is in.
We're in.
Touchdown,
all right.
Nebraska. A 6-yard touchdown.
Good start.
And the Cornhuskers have taken the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien.
I'm just really hoping that our defense is able to.
This kid who's out there right now, one thing you know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this
I don't really know how they've been playing. They've been doing a lot of throwing.
He's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Warner from the gun.
What?
He's going to find his man out of the backfield.
What was that?
call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Texas here in the college football playoff looking
this
for
might be a
what would
mistake.
their
Let's try to
5th
blitz
national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2000.
Oh, wait, no, he dropped it?
Haven't won it
Okay.
since.
All right.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So
now,
good
if
punt
we
there,
can
but a nice return of 11 yards.
Try to play it somewhat slow, maybe?
The offense back
Maybe
out
we
there
can
at
just,
the line, ready for their
I don't
next
know.
drive. Their
We still have a whole
defense has
nother
done the
quarter.
job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he bowls him over.
Oh my God!
Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Not
Okay,
much there.
that was
only a
not
yard.
worth it. I thought he was going to be able to turn
It's
and go
okay that they
upfield.
didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I was just going to go up. Oh.
Throwing there, but this pass
Okay.
is going to wind up
All right.
incomplete.
All right.
Thomas,
It
the
wasn't a
intended
sack.
target, and it's 3rd down. For the Cornhuskers program, obviously so rich in history, great players, legendary coaches throughout
We're gonna have
the
to
decades.
really just send
It's
one
almost
here.
surprising that this is their first foray into the college football playoff as they seek their 6th
Yes!
national title.
Yes!
They won back-to-back titles in the 70s, 70 and 71, and then 3 times in the 90s, 94, 95, and most recently, 1997.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team,
Keep
and put
people off
points on the board.
Okay.
Those
We're
are the plays they need to
gonna throw a
continue
little bit of
to
a wrench in
convert.
this. We're gonna run one.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run on 1st down. Foster, and stopped a few yards shy of the
1st and
goal
goal.
line at the 3.
We are right
It's a
there.
10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart.
Yes.
And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown.
Can breathe easy a little bit.
There to make the grab. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to
Listen,
everyone
you know,
watching, and now everyone's
bad
getting
feels
to
for
know
Tommy,
that he's not
his
a
whole heart
backup.
thing and
He's
all
played
that.
just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
the thing,
isn't as
Charles,
good
is the old
as
adage of if you have
you know,
2 quarterbacks, you have none.
it sounds
I think they're
cocky
just
as hell,
they're
but
taking that script and
I
throwing
came
it
on the
right out
field and he
window
was-
because
he
they're
was
saying we
kinda
got 2
slipping.
quarterbacks and we like them
And
both.
now
I
we're
love the way you
17 to
just said
6.
that.
That's
Not in
that's a
this
big
case
difference.
does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know
That was-
everyone's
I was
going
probably my
crazy on that
penalty.
sideline
I think
because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As
Yeah.
you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
Yeah.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax,
That is my
try to
bad.
figure out what is working and call more of that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down
5
right
yards,
at the
okay.
45-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They followed the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to be down here in the backfield.
That was a great sack to get.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
25-yard line.
We're going to run it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
That's not what I wanted to do.
This drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Push the joystick the wrong direction.
From what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stewart to throw it.
Please catch that. Thank you.
To Carter. And that worked as well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
Another first down.
He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Come on!
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Stewart. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The Cornhuskers now with a first and 10.
Right there.
Stewart. And he gets it inside
so
the 10
glad.
to the
I'm
9.
so glad he was able to read that.
17 more yards.
That was totally not the direction he was originally going.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And
right over the middle.
Caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown.
Another
Alexander
touchdown.
Make the grab. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the second half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and would they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
I mean, it's looking pretty good. I gotta say, it's looking like we're probably gonna win.
At the line, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Got a decent amount of yards there.
He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Absolutely nobody.
3rd and 3, lost a yard. Would you like to see?
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Order to throw.
And a sack.
And he's going to be driven down.
Let's go.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The punter for Texas out on the field, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
At their own 40-yard line.
It looks like they just want us to run it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been interesting, Charles. This offense, remember, the first half with Tommy Matthews under center, produced a total of 3 points. This second half, though, it looks like a totally different crew out there.
A crew that has responded and a crew that has played well. And we've not gotten much information about what's happened with Matthews and why he's not on the field here in the second half. But let's face it, his departure.
We got another first down. We're keeping it out of their hands, which is all I really care about.
And they look like national champions.
On first down, Foster. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches.
It's not looking good for them.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Woo!
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster.
After
a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
I need to look into how to do the proper jump throw thing.
And making sure they didn't get there. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. He throws
Makes
it,
sense.
He
Makes
hits
sense.
The
Oh, boy.
And he will score.
That was the right decision, I guess.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher.
I would hope so. 40 seconds.
On the
down
20 Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown. Back out to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Yeah, this is definitely over.
Their next drive. They're down big.
I don't know what their plan is here, but I mean, even if they score.
One last drive here for pride.
Some people like to.
Now Warner's hit and he loses
and
it.
a fumble.
But thankfully this is corralled by the offense, so they will in fact hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions.
Success, baby! That's what we like to see.
And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys did their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy.
That's rough.
They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? I know I will, brother. Together.
I had to do that. I don't want to
Doc
bad
said I
blood.
shouldn't overdo it.
She say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Yeah.
Okay.
Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
Oh, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sure, talk away.
That's where that promise comes in handy.
There was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
Something good, I hope.
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter.
Ooh.
Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
I just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to
I
process.
don't understand that at all.
I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift.
Go to a different
This
team.
one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak.
Oh, no.
I appreciate the faith,
we're going
Coach,
to draft.
but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, seems
going
like
to
leaving
draft.
now's my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
Yeah, we have to go. We've got to. I mean...
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
Cupcake?
So, the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me.
As you step out of the field for the first time, a lot of teams will be watching. Do you have a specific team? Steelers, baby. Oh, Washington, okay.
I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. No, this cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at him?
I'm so confused. What are we missing?
They wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit.
Why is he wearing cleats?
What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right, how'd it go?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no
Let's
idea who
just
this
say my
guy
days
is in
of
real
keeping
life.
up with
I have
Saquon
no
Barkley
idea.
are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're gonna be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Yep, I feel it.
So is this the combine, or are we just doing a little run thing just to do it?
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite,
I'm actually
the event
really nervous.
that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids. An intriguing draft prospect, to say the least.
Is that good? That looked to be the same.
We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
What am I doing here? As your limited experience, coaches and scouts don't have a ton of film of you, so they're very interested to see how well you can throw a football. If you perform well, you'll be drafted early. If you struggle, you might slip to the later rounds of the draft, and it'll even be harder to make an NFL roster. Throw to the spot. Receivers must catch the ball with both feet inside the hot spot. There we go. Throw to the hot spot. Receivers must catch the ball with both feet inside the hot. Okay, it's the same thing. Go to the hot spot. Receivers must catch the ball with both feet inside the hot spot. Same time. I don't know why it keeps. Dig. Okay. I should be able to do pretty well in this one, I think. As I mess it up. Okay. This one might be a little bit harder. Nope, okay.
Well, today had a little bit of an all. Select few guys who cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen.
I just really want to find out what team we're going to
Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How you feeling?
No way!
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field.
Wow.
He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
I can't believe I got picked in the first round for the Steelers. That's crazy. Okay, upgrade the customize your player from the player card. Drop in a deeper full season experience at any time by switching to classic franchise here. Continue when ready. Your journey to the Hall of Fame starts now. Okay. All right, what's player card?
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.
Okay. All right. Well, to be honest, we're at a pretty good stopping point. I don't know how many episodes, I don't know what episode I'm on right now, but we're at a pretty good stopping point. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, and deuces.